Doug. Welcome to CKUA's On the Rise.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I'm Amy Van Keeken. I'm filling in for Dawn this week, and it's a real thrill to have you on the show this week. Full disclosure, I am a huge fan of your work. You're one of my favorite Canadian songwriters, singers, and guitarists. So
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm just going to say that right now. And I just want to let you know that this week you are number 22 on our CKUA Top 30 chart. And last week you were number one.
Wow, I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Thanks,
Yep.
Alberta. Thanks, CKUA.
So it's great to chat with you because we're super digging your new record. And I just have a couple questions like, um, you are such an accomplished songwriter. What made you decide to do an album of mostly covers? And how did you decide which songs to pick?
Well, I guess it's what my songwriting came out of a long time ago, but that's not necessarily why I was doing it. I think we were doing it because it's what you do or what I do when I'm not working or writing songs or performing. It's just getting together with longtime collaborators, and that's what we want to play, and that's kind of what we want to hear. So it came out of a much more, sort of casual or personal experience of music, as opposed to really trying to put your songs forward with the next group of songs.
How did you decide what treatment you would give each song?
Uh, I mean, there's songs that I've been listening to for so long, and I've listened to so many times. And I think there's songs that, um, you know, taught me how to sing or made me want to sing and sing along to, perhaps more so than the writing. Um, so in terms of an arrangement or how they're presented, it's almost like I wouldn't even know anymore because I've played them so many times. And that's just the way that they go. And the way that we made them was also just by getting together, almost tricking ourselves into thinking we weren't recording. So we just got together once a week, and some of them we did over and over again. Some of them we just did once, but we just kind of left the tape rolling, and that was nice because it does capture a different way of musicians working together than that focus of actually recording, which has its own merits, of course.
Yeah, I love that. And you can feel that on the record too. And I love that you talk about that those songs taught you how to sing because I think also you've picked songs with beautiful melodies and people just don't write melodies like that anymore. Like all of those Lefty Frizzell melodies are so beautiful and you've respected those melodies, I think, but also made the songs your own, which is really, really beautiful.
Yeah, and thank you very much. I mean, I think that that's where a lot of musical ideas come out of. Like the one that always gets me is the gas station when there's music playing when you're at the pump, or sometimes in a grocery store. It's like where you don't realize that you're actually listening to music, and then sometimes 10 minutes later you have a tune in your head, and that's probably where it came from, but you might think that it had just flown in there. And so I think that singing those songs over and over, and then you do start to change the melodies a little bit and you start to inflect them differently. And then that's where, something quote unquote new comes from in a way, which is a nice tradition.
Yeah, totally. Um, I'm wondering, what song do you think? I mean, I wish we could chat for like 3 hours, but
Me too, actually.
we can't. But we can chat another time. And also, I'm supposed to let you know that Grant Stovall sends his love.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Well, he's a
Yeah,
wonderful guy. I had a great in-studio visit with him not too long ago. So please send back my love and greetings.
I sure will. Um, before we get to my next question, I want to ask you, what's next for you? What's your next? Are you going to come back to Alberta? Are you recording something new?
I'm making an album halfway through it, and it's sort of I've been working on it simultaneously with this other one, and it's all new songs. It's all originals, and so I've been working on that a lot in the last couple of months. So I'm really just at home working on writing and then popping out to do recording. I just got Ronnie McCurry from the Del McCurry Band just played a solo on one of the tunes. I just got that last night, and one of the happiest musical moments of my life was listening to that. So it's a really fun process, but I'm hoping that that's going to come out pretty soon.
Wow, that's a super big deal.
Oh, for me, having listened to those guys since, I was pretty young, that was very exciting, very rewarding.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
we cannot wait to hear it here on CKUA. Now, before I let you go, what song should we hear from Sad Old World? And can you tell us a little bit about it and your connection to the song?
I mean, there's one original song in the album called Take the Stars Out of the Sky. And I wouldn't say that there's a deliberate, continuum from the covers to that one, but it's, definitely in the vein of that older country and, a slightly more complex chord structure than I'm used to. And I really like it because I mean, it's, one of my song children or whatever, but I also like how it feels like it fits in with that stuff. And that's a nice thing when your own music's kind of born out of a particular time or a particular genre, and then you can satisfy yourself that you've been able to go back there a little bit. So that's the one that I would choose. And it's a lot of the tunes on this recording and this one in particular. I don't even know if the Michael Eckert, who's playing steel, had even heard the song. We just started playing it, so I don't even know if there were two takes on some of them. In this song, you can hear the guitar drop out on the rhythm when the lead comes in, and so on. It's just very live and spontaneous, and that's another thing that people maybe don't appreciate as much about how this kind of music was made back then. And it's fun to explore what that does for recording and playing. So
Yeah, you've got your $5 and your 1 hour in the studio and one microphone. You got to get it done.
yeah, the stakes can really help. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Doug, for taking time with us here on CKUA, and congratulations on your number 22 album this week, number one last week. And we look forward to chatting with you again and hearing all about your new record that's coming out sometime this year.
Well, I certainly hope so. Yeah, and I will certainly let you know. Yeah, but thank you so much, CQA, for your support, and it really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it.
From Sad Old World, here is Doug Paisley on the Rise.